Kia ora! Welcome back to Seventh Bliss. And if you are new here, this is a visual storybook of bliss. A creative soul who documents her life, art, and well, bliss. This is another chapter. Shall we begin?
On the previous chapter, we already explored Queenstown a little. For this episode, we have a full day to further discover its beauty, and this time on a bright day. We woke up very early in the morning and we are on a mission. And that is to get ahead of the line in the famous Mrs. Ferg. I haven't taken a footage of how insanely long the line was when we arrived last night. Mrs. Ferg is extremely famous for their humongous burgers, and we heard it tastes really good, which is why people would spend hours lining up to get their orders. And in true tourist manner, we have to try it too. Good thing there's not much people in the mornings, although there were already a couple of heads in front of the stores as early as 8 a.m. and the sun wasn't even out yet. Other than burgers, they also have pastries, gelato, and coffee. While my husband is lining up for the baga, I went to the cafe window to get a warm hug in a cup. One order of burger takes 15 minutes to make, so while my husband is waiting for it, I already took off to the streets. The sun is slowly peeking over the skies, revealing incredible mountains, serene lake, and the charming sleepy town. It looks so much different from last night, and I am very much astonished. Anyway, I don't want to explore deeper yet without my husband and with a rumbling stomach, so I went back to meet him with our Ferg burger. We took our breakfast to the shore of the lake, and boy, it was indeed humongous. The burger tastes so good. It never disappointed us, despite quite a few warnings from few people who told us it's not worth lining up for hours. Well, no lines actually. You just have to wake up really early before everyone else. And our breakfast view? This is our view. After finishing our burger, we started walking to see more of Queenstown. The town is perched on the shores of Lake Pukaki, a glacial lake surrounded by the towering peaks of the Southern Alps. The remarkable mountain range, with its jagged peaks that seem to touch the sky, provides a dramatic backdrop that never fails to amaze. Whether you are exploring the lake shores, hiking through the woods, or simply taking a leisurely stroll through the town, Queenstown's landscapes are a feast for the eyes at every turn. We also checked out their souvenir shops. We saw stuffed toys of sheep, kiwi birds, and alpacas.
Cute.
Then we went to look for iconic places I could paint for my vlogs, and we saw this beautiful church, so we took a couple of footages here. However, I will tell you about more of the church, its history, and details in my painting episode. I hope you will watch it once it's out. We also explored Queenstown's garden. It was established in 1867 and is centrally located on the shores of Lake Wakatipo, just a stone away from the bustling heart of Queenstown. It spreads across 19.5 acres of land, which features an impressive collection of both native and exotic plants and trees.
Touch Mother Nature. Ah, you are so amazing, old man. Bulaga!
Meandering pathway lead visitors through a carefully created landscape. Towering trees, vibrant flower beds, and tranquil ponds create a picturesque setting. I felt like a child in this entire trip. I was excited, playful, and just really happy to have reached this incredibly beautiful place. So, when I saw a playground, of course, I was in my absolute child self.
Walang lens. As in, ano lang talaga.
Yeah. Oh yes, like we go Ingat ka na lang.
What's playing without some ice cream afterwards? So, we went inside this ice cream cafe where you can make your own combination of ice cream flavor.
What flavor is this?
We enjoyed our ice cream with the view of the beautiful Lake Wakatipu. It was already 1 p.m. and we haven't eaten our lunch yet. So, we decided to try Ferg Burger's rival, the Devil's Burger. Yes, we had burgers for meals on this day. We then decided to bring it as a takeaway so we could eat it somewhere else. After getting our order, we went back to our freedom camp to get our van, since we needed to leave early so we could catch the sunset at Lake Pukaki, where we planned to camp for the night. As our driving adventure resumed, we planned to find a spot to have some of our takeaway burger and kombucha.
Ito, grabe. Ang ganda. Shucks.
Isa pa dito. Ayun o.
Wow.
Luckily, we passed by this tranquil lake that almost looked like a mirror, the Lake Haze. The Lake Haze is located just about the outskirts of Queenstown. There are very few people around when we stopped, and it was just so stunning. A perfect view for our mini lunch. And our verdict about the 2 burgers we tried? They both taste good, but Ferg Burger is a sure win for me, size and taste-wise. Our next destination is Lake Pukaki, and we were rushing to make it before the sun sets, so we could take a good look at the famous Mount Cook, New Zealand's tallest mountain. were just in time when we arrived at our freedom camp, and it was breathtaking. We were the only ones there, so we had the camp all to ourselves. We set up our camp and watched the beautiful skies change colors. Our bed for the night has the view of the turquoise blue waters of Lake Pukaki and the magnificent Mount Cook covered in snow from afar. As it begins to grow darker, we prepared our food and cook our dinner in our little kitchen in the camper van. Hi, Cook.
Ba't niyo yung tingnan?
For dinner, we had garlic fried rice with Japanese furikake, eggs, and steak.
Was made in a land of war, in the fires of Mount Doom.
We spent the night under the stars watching Lord of the Rings, since this is one of the locations from the film. The next day, we drive very early back to Christchurch. It was the most memorable trip we have done here in New Zealand so far, and I am looking forward for more adventures here in Middle Earth. Until then, see you in the next vlog.